Hey everybody, it's GoblinX, and welcome to my final Powered Cube draft this time around, and my final video on the channel for a little over a month. This is going to be my first time taking a major break from the channel and from Magic in like 5 years or something, since I started doing almost daily uploads. So I am very excited that I'm going to be studying abroad in Japan, learning to teach English as a second language. So it's going to be a great trip, but I'm going to be 100% focused on that. So I'm going to be taking a little break from Magic, but I'll be back before you know it, before The Hobbit releases. So just a disclaimer for you all before we get into this draft, but I wanted to try to see if we can't make this draft an absolute banger to end off the videos on the channel for the next month here. And it's looking good so far. We've got Mana Crypt as our pack one pick one, which is an incredibly busted piece of mana acceleration. We can play in literally any deck, no matter what colors or archetype we're playing. So that's a very simple way to start off this draft. We're also going to be playing traditional cube draft today, so that no matter what, we get to play the deck for a lot of games and really see how well it functions. It's not going to be like, oh, the final video on the channel is an O3 Premier draft. That's not possible. So let's grab a Mana Crypt here. Mana Crypt into One Ring is pretty cool, although these are both going to be burning us a lot, so that's slightly sketchy. But that's two really powerful colorless cards we can fit into almost anything, so I think that's a really reasonable option. It also plays really well with the Mana Crypt, because then we can just put the One Ring on the board on like turn 2, draw a bajillion cards. So we'll grab that. Pick number 3 now. Lots of great options here. If we want to reanimate or sneak attack or anything like that, there's a Woodfall Primus. Emrakul is not reanimatable. It is just for channel or show and tell or sneak attack. But it is pretty good for that stuff. There's Flage for Boros, obviously incredible. And then there's like some removal, counterspell. Feel like there's nothing miles ahead of everything else in this pack. I honestly do think that Flage is the strongest card, but I don't know if I want to end these drafts by playing Boros 3 times in a row for the final 3 videos on the channel, even if it is the correct pick. So maybe we go like Mana Leak here, try to do something in blue in the opposite direction, or like Quantum Riddler for the card draw spell. These could both be pretty reasonable. Mana Crypt's decent with Quantum Riddler too. Yeah. Some solid higher mana value stuff that can still do something in their early game, like Warp Out. Wow. That's not what we wanted to see when we don't want to play Boros 3 times in a row. Esper Sentinel, Sage of the Skies, and Fear of Missing Out. I'm pretty sure miles ahead of everything else in the pack. No, Sylvan Library's pretty good. It's a card draw engine. Green-blue is kind of an awkward color pair, though. I would rather maybe speculate on Volcanic Island and do some blue-red stuff. Yeah, I'm going to grab Volcanic here. Pick 5. Interesting. At least the Boros has slightly dried up. We could take another blue-red duel, but we still have no reason to actually play the red yet. There's a Minsc and Boo, though, for just massive threat out of the green-red decks. It just does so much damage so fast. Card is really strong, and we could theoretically play it on turn 2, again, because Mana Crypt. I guess that's not a huge reason to draft anything, because we could play almost anything turn 2 off of Mana Crypt, but still.
Go for the ice, Boo! The ice!
Pick number 6. Relatively late Mystic Confluence. Good sign for blue. I don't mind grabbing that. I don't think there's anything great to follow up Minsc and Boo with. Emeritus. I guess Esca's Chariot, maybe. So I like the Confluence here, or the Underground Sea. Obviously one of the best duels in the cube in original dual land. That is definitely a huge option, but I'm going to go Confluence. Pick number 7. We can try to do Fast Bond combos. There's a couple different things you can do with Fast Bond. If you have a Crucible or an Icetail Explorer and a Strip Mine, then you just blow up all their lands for some life. If you have an Upheaval, you can Upheaval and then replay your whole hand, because you go Forest, Fast Bond, play all your lands. Upheaval's the card that returns every single permanent on the board to its owner's hand, so your opponent will have nothing, but you'll have a full board. So, like, Fast Bond plus Upheaval does win the game. And we are in blue, so that would be the color pair for it. Be speculative here. Otherwise, we take a good piece of interaction for blue-red, or we try to combo off with Wheel of Fortune and blue-red. I'm going to grab a Fast Bond here. I think there's some cute things you can do with it. It's not the most consistent card, but it could end up being pretty fun. Look what we got. I just knew it was coming. I knew it was fastball into upheaval immediately. Alright, so we're some teamer nonsense. Maybe just a tiny bit of red, but we've got a dual to help splash in. Like blue-green, fast bond, upheaval. Fast bond can play really well with Wasteland in the same way it can play really well with Strip Mine. If we get anything that lets us play out of our grave, that is what's going to go crazy with it. So I think we grab the Wasteland here if we're going to be potentially a green land combo deck. Fast bond and Wasteland fit into that sort of strategy. Pick 10 Echo Vaons, maybe? Yeah, I mean, fast bond when you're playing wheel effects that draw you a full grip of 7 more cards can go really far. You just play every single land you just drew. Yeah, I think we can take the Echo here. I'm not super confident that'll pan out, but we'll see what happens with it. Grab a Flame Slash, another red card. Some Boros stuff. Somebody else play Boros, please. I don't want to do it. Some of the Boros stuff did get taken out of that pack, which makes me happy. Even if everything that wheeled was technically still in Boros, it was like the pretty mediocre stuff. The good Boros stuff got scooped up overall. Memory Jar, similar to like the Echo of Aeons, give us that fresh grip to just spam a bunch of stuff out. We could have ended up with the Echo and a Memory Jar and a Wheel of Fortune if we took that earlier, which is kind of interesting. Oliphant might be worth it. I can grab a Volcanic Island right now. It's basically a fetch. Ooh, Force of Will. What else we got? Ah, a Mox. Off-color Mox, but I mean a Mox is a Mox. I think we got to take the Mox over the Force of Will, but Force of Will is also obviously fantastic, being able to have a counter spell up even when you're completely tapped out. But too bad. Mox Jet joins the party. More blue-red dual lands, which technically do help. Talismans work well with Upheaval as well, just having a bunch of mana rocks. I mean, Mox and Mana Crypt work well with Upheaval. A blue-red Talisman is kind of cool here, because it's like fixing our mana and it's working towards the Upheaval. It's also a good card to play off of turn 1 Mana Crypt, or turn 1 Land Mox Jet, like Land Mox Jet Talisman. Talisman seems pretty sick. Does Machines is kind of an interesting card if it wheels, because now we're starting to run a decent chunk of random artifacts, but I really don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Zern Orb Fast Bond is something. If you have Zern Orb Fast Bond and something that lets you play lands from grave, you can get infinite life off of this. And infinite landfall triggers, so that's fun, but also Zern Orb is the kind of card literally nobody else should be interested in, so it probably wheels. It really, really should wheel. I mean, Talisman should wheel too. You know what? I think Zern Orb might be a good enough combo piece here that we should take it, because like if Talisman doesn't wheel, it's not the end of the world. We're taking a blue-red duel or something. You know what? Sure, I'll grab Zern Orb. Because if we find good combos for that, then it will be the end of the world if it doesn't wheel. Miscalculation. We still don't have like a ton of interaction, and it's important to have a lot of that. Or like a green Sun's Institutor or something, but right now we don't even have any green creatures. Yeah, I'll go miscalc. Pick number 4. None of these Triumphs are blue, green, red. Grim Monolith. Mana Crypt, Grim Monolith, turn 1. Mox into Grim Monolith. Trinket Mage for Zern Orb is fun too. I'm gonna grab Grim Monolith. I don't know what this deck does, but it does something. And I guess we'll find out. I mean, I guess this deck just prays to draw Upheaval, and that's about it. We have Fast Bond Upheaval, we have Crypt, Monolith, and Mox Jet. We've got a bunch of mana rocks towards the Upheaval too. So this deck is something. Or it's capable of something. Okay, Renin 6 is kind of interesting in here with Wasteland. But Narset works with Echo of Aeons. It doesn't work with Memory Jar, really, because Memory Jar is going to give them their original hand back, but Narset Echo of Aeons is pretty awesome.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
Badgermole Cub is a combo for Wasteland. We can Wasteland a land and then just Earthbend it right back. It's also just a lot of mana early if we don't have the Wasteland and we actually want to use it for ramp. Getting the additional mana out of the creature, working towards an early Upheaval or something dumb. Pick 7. Fabled Passage is good with stuff that lets us play lands out of grave, which we don't have any yet, but we have a lot of other cards that want to draft that kind of stuff anyway. And this is just fixing for our green, blue, red deck. Even if that part of the deck doesn't pan out, it'll still be a good card. Scythe Cat Cub. Looks like the pickup here, some random landfall stuff. Over just red aggro creatures. Tameo for combo-y decks can do stuff because you're digging for exactly what you need. If it's in the top 4, you draw it. If not, you just mill a bunch of cards and fill that up for the -3 to draw you more cards later.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
I don't have anything to tutor with, or to tutor for with this natural order, but this is a Turtles card, so I don't like it. Let's grab natural order. Pick 11. Green Suns. Am I really going to Zenith out like a Badger Mole Cub or something? Probably not. I'd rather take a gamble and see if I can thieve a Mox. Because my greed is disgusting. Once Upon a Time or Green-Blue Duel? I mean, Once Upon a Time helps the mana too. Although it is not great when you draw it later than the opener. You know what? I'll just grab the duel. Alright, well, red is the splash. We're green-blue at the core. We have found out. We've discovered at this point. We wield a Ren and 6. That's kind of crazy. I'm definitely going to splash him in for the Wasteland shenanigans if nothing else. Emeritus. No, when I actually sort things out by mana curve at this point, this deck looks like a deck. Again, I still don't know exactly what it's doing, but it is doing something. Keeping the splash stuff to the side of the curve, because we don't know if we're doing any of that on curve. What do we have here? Wrong color's a fetch. The right color's a dual lands. Hello. I might just do that. There's also Unholy Heat for cheap interaction, which we don't have a lot of. There's a lot of really good options here. I'm going to go for one of these duels. I feel like nobody else is in green-blue in particular. It feels like nobody else is in either. But there could be some 5-color person that's going to steal from us here. Oh, coin flip it. Well, do I have any fetches yet? I don't have any fetches, so we don't even know which color we can fetch for. I'll grab the Taika. Just have our duels hit the splash color. Channel. I don't remember if we already saw Emrakul, or if we just don't get to do the Channel Emrakul combo. Probably just don't get to do the Channel Emrakul combo. Green-blue duel, green-red duel. Work on the fixing looks great here. It's not like we're doing an Underworld Breach combo deck. We don't currently have anything that combos with Channel. The Hierarch is pretty good, though. The Hierarch is fixing for our red, and it's ramp, and it's a creature to sack to natural order if we get something to tutor out. Sure. Nadu here is decent. Nadu works really well with the Scythe Cat Cub. Every time we play a land, we target a creature which triggers the Nadu, which then maybe plays another land, which would just keep going if we keep hitting lands on the top. Yeah, we'll go Nadu. Pick 4. Man, somebody took all the Titania nonsense, I think. We don't get to do Ice Till Explorer, Titania, Strip Mine stuff, which is one of my favorite things to do in green. But hey, we get Subtlety, get some more interaction. There's a World Spine Worm to natural order out. That's cool. We could try to play an Ugin off of all these mana rocks, which is also cool. But maybe we could even hardcast an 11 mana World Spine Worm off mana rocks eventually with how much they give us. We have 6 of our picks were spent on lands, so 32 minus 6 is 26. So we just got a couple cards and we've got a deck. This is an interesting pile. I don't think it is a particularly good deck because it's not very streamlined, it's not very focused. But it could do some fun stuff with the right draws, so it'll be interesting to see what we end up pulling off with it. Definitely take a deck here.
I hate to fight, but I love to win.
Unfortunately, probably going to have to cut the Zuran Orb. Did not get that combo. We just have fast bond upheaval and fast bond, echo of eons. Utopia Sprawl. Excuse me, Utopia Sprawl to ramp and fix, or just take a straight dual land. We get the fixing. Because that can pick any color. The dual land is specifically green, blue, obviously. Craterhoof. I mean, natural order for Craterhoof isn't even that good in this deck because we just don't have enough creatures that it's actually going to kill them on the ATB. We have 10 total. Maximum. Yeah, I just don't think natural order Craterhoof is really going to work. The problem that we have, though, if we don't run the Craterhoof is that if I draw World Spine Worm before natural order, then I don't have anything to natural order for. So I guess we might as well. Wan Shi Tong could be big card drop. We use this in response to a fetch to draw an additional card too. It's pretty fun. I think we need some more random big nonsense. There's the channel again, but really, what are we accomplishing with that? One ring memory jar. There's some things we could do, but it's probably better to grab another duel. Take a Trudge I'm probably not playing. I could play Vastland Scavenger, and that might randomly hit a World Spine Worm. Oh wait, no, it's going to shuffle itself in. I'm actually not sure how that sequences, because I think this ability goes on the stack. The ability to shuffle it back goes on the stack. So then maybe this resolves first. I'm not sure. Might be interesting to do it just to find out. Alright, let's cut 8 cards. And I think I'm just going to full gamble like a doofus on this. I'm going to cut the Craterhoof, but still run natural order. Maybe I should just drop the whole natural order package if I'm cutting Craterhoof at that point. Which means cutting the Scavenger. I mean, I need to cut 8 things, so that does help simplify the cuts. Cut a land for a Moxjet, cut a land for a Mana Crypt. Oh, cut a land for an Oliphant. And one, oops. And then one more cut. I'll cut the Skydiver. I've got a Dak Faden in here too to steal stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's work on the mana base. But this is going to be a goofy deck. 11 blue cards, 10 green, 5 red. I want a lot of green sources because I also have Utopia Sprawl. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 forests. That's pretty good. And a Fabled Passage is 8 green sources. Blue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 green, 6 blue right now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. I don't want to cut on forests because of Utopia Sprawl. Maybe I shouldn't be running it. Although Oliphant's another red source. Yeah, okay, I guess with Oliphant I can justify getting one more blue in there. Alright. Call it a deck there, hop into the gameplay, and see what on earth this Steamer pile is going to do for us today. I mean, I'll keep. It's kind of a mulligan because the fast button doesn't do anything currently. And we have to find blue. Am I just going to cycle a Miscalc on one? Because it doesn't even do anything without the blue anyway. Guess. Okay, well, sure. Can cast Tameo next turn. Cast a One Ring and start drawing a bunch of cards. Just really shooting myself in the face here. Crypt and One Ring. But I do draw so many cards off that thing. Okay. We lose the first flip. Find a Dak. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. It would be really funny if I lose without the opponent having to do anything. At least we did win a flip there. Okay, there's a Narset. For if we draw one of the shuffle cards, I do need another blue source right now. Choose a non-land card name. Okay, so Tamiyo can't hit lands until we mill.
Dueling you will be excellent research.
I could say the Mox, I guess.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
I should probably say Upheaval. I think that'd be the worst card if it goes away. But we're kind of just filling our grave right now to have cards to pick up. I don't think I want to shoot myself here. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, this deck does something. I don't know what, but it does something. It damages itself. Okay. Okay, another blue. That's big. Memory jar's cool too.
I have practiced against many foes like you.
Okay, Tidebinder to shut off Narset. What could I pick up from grave here? I could just pick up a Minskin Boo and just go for it. Yeah, probably better the guarantee than the gamble.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Who isn't just any hamster? He's a minion magic. We have master. He will never rinse. Because it's too tiny.
We take 3 to 6 damage next turn. Maybe I should have still played Zern Orb, even if I can't replay lands from grave, just because it would be a good draw in this scenario. Jace the Mind Sculptor, I love to see them tap out, but there goes Minskin Boo. Well, there goes Boo, the hamster. Okay, just get a new one this turn. Come on, no whammies. Let's go, coin flip. No whammies,
Look
okay.
at us. We are tough.
Take 4 damage next turn, and I'm at 5. So I definitely have at least one more turn to try to kill them. If I upheaval everything, then I don't have to take Mana Crypt and One Ring damage anymore. So if we just find the upheaval, that's also a win. I think that's the goal here. We just plus looking for upheaval, and then we DAC looking for upheaval.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Man. It is deep in there. It's bottom 14. Memory jar. Yeah. I can memory jar for it. And also One Ring for it. I should just One Ring for it first. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, so... kill Jace.
We will stomp out evil.
1, 2, 3, 4. I should not have played Memory Jar. That was really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Upheaval. Oops. I needed to play another land. Oh, I flubbed it so bad. I needed to play one more land to play the fast bond. Oops. Oh my god, dude. That's embarrassing. Okay, so what is the play here? What is the hand that wins? Fast bond Minsc and Boo in like 4 mana. Okay, fast bond, green source. And then we need Wasteland, that's 1 mana. Volcanic is 2 mana. Green is 3. Island is 4. There's the mana for Minsc and Boo. Then keep Minsc and Boo. Can't believe I flubbed it that bad. That was super embarrassing. Okay. Very good to note for the future. Float a green, you doofus.
Boo says you look easy to wallop. Look at us, magic. We have mastered.
Bone shards, the Minsc and Boo.
Come on, Boo. We need our beauty sleep anyway.
They go to 7. And they're just going to Tidebinder on blocks here. Sure. I actually can't attack both here because then if they don't block at all, then they Tidebinder in the end step and kill me. So they have to hold a blocker. They could still do that with a removal spell after the Tidebinder. We gotta try to get the kill here. If only Flame Slash for instant speed, man. This is probably the removal spell post Tidebinder. Oh my god, it's not. Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I did not deserve this win at all. Oh, good grief. That was played so poorly, but it's so good to learn that in a game that we still managed to win somehow. Float a green mana with Upheaval Fast Bond. Oh my god. Well, obviously I've never done that in my life. I've not played too much Cube. I've only played it on Arena. Let's run it back. I mean, we're against a black-white deck with some amount of interaction. That's what we know. Blue-white-black, some Esper control, I guess. I think there's anything crazy to side in or out. Let's get in there. All the mana in the world and then draw a fresh new hand. Mold of 5, drop Chromatic Star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weirdly, I just want to get my double blue ready. Oh, I think I still should have played Mana Crypt there so I could play Grim Monolith there. Yeah, because the Grim Monolith isn't free. That was dumb. Of me. We could have turned 2 echoed there if I did that differently. We just gotta head right back into the punts. You just know how it is on this channel. Magic is a never-ending learning game. Punting 24/7. Okay. So, I mean, I certainly warped this pre-echo. Find Mystic Confluence. Oh, but then I have double blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Take some damage for this. But we can dump our hand a lot quicker than them. Do they get Force of Will for a Mox? It's honestly not even that terrible if they do. Okay. We've got a Subtlety up, that's nice. I guess I could get my 1 Exalted damage in here instead of having a random chump. Because I do want to keep the mana. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about Chromatic Star. They could have had any 2 mana counterspell there. Any that costs a single blue, like a Memory Lapse or a Daze or something. Although the Hierarch could have paid for the Daze. Solitude, yeah. I think we just let that happen because it's sacking itself. You can kill a Hierarch. Zurin Orb, sure. Take the Cecil damage. And they pass. Ow. One Ring is pretty cool. I've got a whole lot of options that are pretty cool here. Just Narset Echo. Let's see if they've got a counterspell off their 1 blue.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. There's no triggered ability here, so Tidebinder doesn't get to work. We accidentally played around Tidebinder. Love to see that. If we never put a activated ability on the stack, they can't actually shut off Narset's abilities. Take their Zurin Orb, which would actually be helpful for us here with a Mana Crypt on the board. I'm gonna have to One Ring and just never tap it.
We still have much to learn.
Okay, cool. Down to 5. This is really silly. But I'm gonna steal their Zurin Orb.
There's nothing sweeter to steal than victory. This artifact has a fascinating history.
Fast Bond. I'll have a floating mana here so I can play One Ring as well. Protect ourselves. Pick up a land. Oh, One Ring stops fast bond damage? I don't know how to play this deck. Oh my god. The One Ring is anti-fast bond tech? This deck is so much sicker than I thought, but I have no idea how to use it.
Till we meet again.
No, Mana Crypt, no! Leave me be. I don't think Miscalc is gonna work out, but who knows. These draws work out. Get rid of the Death Toucher. Get another blue. They pass through. Play another blocker and gain enough life so that even if Crypt hits us, we live. Crypt hits us, we take 5 total. Oh, Crypt. Please. Oh my god. We're fine. Upheaval and don't play the One Ring or the Mana Crypt. There's a smart way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I can upheaval with 3 floating, which I can then play Mox Jet, play One Ring. I can fast bond. Yeah, no, I can do this if they don't have a counter. So I can play Mox Jets, full control. Well, I don't need a full control. I can just play fast bond off the floating green, and then, yeah, and then I play One Ring. And then fast bond doesn't hurt me. Yeah, because I got protection from everything. Oh my god, look at that. I'm learning. Okay, we definitely don't play Mana Crypt. What do I play here? I also don't want to tap the One Ring. Maybe I should have used their Zern Orb a tiny bit more while I still had it. Is there a creature I can cast here while holding up a counter? Not really. So let's just hold up a counter and play it incredibly safe. Just have us counter up at all times. There's no reason not to. We have a bajillion mana and they have none. I have enough blue to actually play the Monolith. Oops. I clicked too fast, though. I could have played the Monolith there. I am going to discard Mana Crypt. Okay. Nadu and still have our counters up. Again, I could play Monolith and still have them up. Cubs lethal on board. I should have tapped Forest Mox Jet. This deck has so much random mana in here, we do need to work on just never auto-tapping, really. Okay. Some really sloppy games. Hopefully we've learned enough that in the future games where things are a little closer, we're gonna be fine. I guess they are still alive. Opponent, I mean, we'll hand it to them. They are fighting for their life. They do have to sack like all their mana to have another turn. Opponent is, well, they probably are playing better than me overall. I was going to say they're playing a lot better than me, and then I remember I think they did have a Tidebinder that would work. But that was the right play anyway, right? Even though it doesn't work, it's like, well, your hand's about to all go away, so you might as well get your 3-2 on the board. Yeah, no, I don't think they really made any misplays. We definitely did over here. So yeah, opponent's playing a lot better than us. We did not deserve this win, but we will take what we can get and learn these lessons for future games. We start things off 2-0 in round 1. Heading in to round number 2, unless something unexpected happens here. And it does not. That is 2-0, a victory in round 1. Here we are on the play for game 1 of round number 2. Take some damage here for this, but I'm gonna set up the 3-color duel. Strip Mine against Utopia Sprawl. We're cutting that. That is kind of ridiculous. The 2-for-1. Do we want to play this really stupid and Wasteland their catching a Triome? It would be funny. Sure. Who knows? This is a game, I guess. This is Magic the Gathering right now. Got a Talisman, that'll help them. And the Talisman is good against Upheaval. Let them get their mana out a little bit faster. Ooh, Tyro's Tracker to draw a bunch of cards? Yeah. I drew a spell eventually. Cool. Narset has arrived. Narset is going to die immediately, but it is what it is.
Keep an open mind.
Fastball and Upheaval is real tempting here. Sure. Play them now. And then they probably kill Narset. We need to draw another mana. Or else I'm gonna upheaval and not be able to recast Fast Bond. Oh wait, no I don't. I can upheaval and then go Forest Fast Bond and then do it.
I shall miss your company.
Oh, and then Mana Crypt is also another mana, but that's kind of risky mana. I could just go upheaval, Forest Fast Bond, have Confluence up. I don't have Confluence up without Mana Crypt because Spara's Headquarters comes in tapped. This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna play Crypt to have Confluence up immediately. I might just draw 3 here. Is that insane? I'm gonna do it. Tell me to pick up anything from the grave. I could pick up the upheaval to get rid of the Mana Crypt. Ay, ay, ay. It is return target card, period, so I can also pick up the Wasteland. Oh, yeah. We go Wasteland,
Honor to meet you.
actually,
The past
and then we
is
go
forgotten.
take a damage to go Badger Mole Cub on it. How is this deck working? Lord forbid I end up against Boros round 3. Nothing's gonna happen. We're gonna die so fast to our Mana Crypt in that matchup.
We will break evil's bones. Unless it's bones, he will never win. Look at us. We are tough.
Do I have a
Seek and
counterspell
find.
left in my deck? Got Miscalc. Sure. Nope. Creature or planeswalker, yeah, that won't do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. Sure. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if I sack. Yeah, not quite lethal either way, but opponent is absolutely over it. They are on green, red, white. Probably some kind of a natural order deck. They've got a Torsten and a Craterhoof. Wow, we actually didn't see a crazy amount of stuff. I'd like to view their hand, but I'm not sure how to do that. They played the Tireless Tracker that keeps drawing cards, and I think their other cards are mostly lands in hand. Yeah, I mean, not an insane matchup. I'll just head back in there. All right, opponent is on the play here for game 2 of round number 2. Wooded Foothills starts them off. Finding a Taiga for Birds of Paradise. Alright, Flame Slash it'll be then. Okay. I mean, that's fair. After how dumb the first game was, they are so over it. That is 2-0 heading into game 3. Alright, here we are for game 1 of round number 3. A really slow hand, but I think I'm still going to keep it because I'm a greedy man. They start with Ignoble Hierarch turn 1. Okay. Just run out the always tapped land first. Sentinel is bad enough. I don't think it's crazy to subtlety it. Yeah, this hand is really slow. I think I kind of have to subtlety. I'm not gonna get rid of upheaval because it's like the only way I win. Cool. Let's Utopia Sprawl on blue. And we can Minsc and Boo next turn. Off the Taiga. Because of Exalted, they can already attack with Sentinel for 4, so they could already kill Minsc and Boo if I play in plus. Even if I hold the hamster back. I think I still do that to keep some damage off of me, and I will permanently keep the 4/4.
Go for the ice,
Even if they
food,
kill
the ice.
Minsc and Boo themselves.
Stomp out evil magic. We have mastered.
Alright, now they don't even need the Exalted to kill Minsc and Boo, but they already had lethal on them anyway. Then Emeritus of Abundance.
What? How did this happen?
We have slowed down the game long enough. If we top deck Fast Bond, we could win this, but without that, this is a lot of damage. This is a pretty threatening position. Oh, now we really have to upheaval. Oh boy. Can't afford upheaval right now. I can set up to really be able to afford it next turn. I kind of want to Earthbend on Fabled Passage, then I can go block, crack, and get it back. For more lands total in the grand scheme of things. Technically, then I'm not tapping it for 2 mana, but I have 2 separate lands, so it's the same amount of mana. I don't really mind chump. So let's send the Riddler in. Okay, this could be bad actually, if it's double removal. Single removal's already kind of scary. Keen-Eyed Curator. Okay, they only attack with 2 creatures. We're vibing. Our token dies to upheaval anyway. We're gonna crack the Fabled Passage anyway, so we just soak up all the damage. Ooh, they actually could have curated the land. That would have been slightly rude. Ooh, a Mox to go with the upheaval? That is definitely something. I don't need any more lands for my grave. So I guess I'm doing one. Weird. Blue, blue, 1, 2, 3. I mean, we just want to float a green. Float a blue and a green. Yeah, I guess I could immediately replay Ren in 6. How do I immediately replay Ren in 6? If I do Taiga on red. No. I need double green. What am I doing? Okay. Hold up. This will work. Yeah. I mean, and I can replay Utopia Sprawl and everything. This should be just game. I have to say, we are so lucky we've drawn Upheaval pretty much every single game. This deck, I just don't think functions without it, and we've just drawn it all the time. I mean, we have been drawing enough extra cards that it's more likely, but still. I'm going to spend the green to put Sprawl on the Taiga. And I'm going to get blue out of it, and then I'm going to tap it for green-blue. Then I'm going to play Ren in 6, and then I'm going to go Mox Jet plus blue for Quantum Riddler. Cool. Good turns were good. And then if they just go land, replay the mana guy, we kill the mana guy. Yep. Got it locked down. 1, 2, 3 mana. Oh, the Wasteland draw. The Wasteland, pick it up with Ren in 6 every turn. Ugh. So many ways to win this game. Let's cycle that in the end step. Ooh, Bone Crusher Giant Dragon 6. We'll take the turn off hardcasting Quantum Riddler. Find a Mana Crypt, play the Monolith off of it. Jeez Louise. Wan Shi Tong will be our final finisher here. Blue, blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really? We have Wan Shi Tong for X equals 9? We have 11 mana? I can't believe this deck sometimes. Glorybringer, they have to hold it as a chumper or they're dead. They're gonna send a message, fair enough. Then I won't even Wan Shi Tong them then. It's best of 3, we don't have to show them that card. So we'd be able to flash it in and eat a Glorybringer in a later game without them expecting it at all. 1-0 now in the final battle, and again, I don't know how, but I've been loving this deck, so we'll just run it right back. So they're like a Titania lands deck. Yeah, green-red landfall stuff. Okay, run it back, see how things wrap up in this final round of Magic. Okay, okay, that's an interesting hand. Set up the Renin 6 Wasteland. We also have Badgermole Cub Wasteland. I am going to need blue quickly. I think I'm supposed to set up Renin 6 as the first cast. Outland Liberator. Well, shoot. That's going to blow up my Utopia Sprawl, and I'm not going to be happy. Let's see how it is. We could just cycle the Miscalculation at this point with no blue still. Malevolent Rumble. They have a Mox Jet of their own and some green cards. Grab a Keen-Eyed Curator. Play a Llanowar. Sorry, they are not killing the Utopia Sprawl, which is very nice. Cycle Miscalculation. Find Fabled Passage for the blue. That's also 2 landfall triggers for Scythecat Cub to double the counters. So now I'm tempted to not play One Ring yet. Yeah. I really want to play Red and 6 here though, so I'm like really kind of hosing my I'm hosing my Wan Shi Tong because I'm just not gonna find blue. Oh wait, what am I doing? It enters tapped right now. I can't play Red and 6 regardless. So yeah, we'll just get the blue. If it entered untapped, I would have grabbed red there. I think that would have been worth it. Oh, you know what? I'm so bad. This has been such a punty draft. We could have tapped Wasteland to play Scythecat because it's tapping a green and 1. Yeah. Done that for the Scythecat and then done that for Red and 6. Played the passage. Done our thing. No, I just don't even have the red. We're giving them way more of a chance than they should have. Our hand was pretty good at counteracting what they're doing. Okay. We draw land off of the One Ring. Then Fastball's going to double counters here. Dang it. I'm just going to hold back. I think One Ring gives us such a strong late game. We don't have to push damage. I mean, I have the One Ring up for protection, so I mean, I could attack with the Cub. I'm just out here punting. Just punting like nobody's business. There was just no reason not to attack with Cub. They couldn't block it and kill it. Alright, they're counteracting the Earthbend there. What do we got? One ring. Land, let's go! Scythecat Cub's getting so big. Look how big he's growing. My little baby. 10-10. Yay. We can regrowth something soon. Let's just go. Should have attacked last turn, but the second best time to attack is now. There's a Raphaelos from our opponent. I'm actually so excited we're going to win a game without upheaval, just Scythecat Cub nonsense. Like, let's go. Gotta get another land, though. How do I do that? When they've gotten rid of all my lands in Grave. I guess the only thing I can play is Tamiyo. What non-land card name could I get that matters?
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Ignoble Hierarch for Exalted? Sure.
To the library.
I'll definitely hit it. Ooh, we hit Echo, but they're just gonna exile that. Okay. 4 more card, types among cards. It gets +4/+4 trample. It has a land. Well, even if it has +4, it's a 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess if they have enough card types, they could stop. So they're at lands and enchantments. So land, enchantment, artifact, instant sorcery. Okay, so that is going to be big enough to triple block and kill Cub here. So we just wait till we can play 2 lands in 1 turn still. I actually should not have played Tammy. I'm just over here punting all day. What an insane final draft. Play terribly, get rewarded. I hope our opponent finds a way to win this game. This has been embarrassing. If you can't tell, I've been a little bit distracted lately because I am still working on stuff, getting ready for the trip. So I'm just thinking about that a little bit, talking to people, figuring things out. My apologies for my head being elsewhere, but man, it has made for interesting content today. So we take those. No, not the unholy heat on Tamiyo.
Has been compromised.
Let me double land. Let me double land. That's not a land. Give me lands, 1 ring. Those are lands. Sack a creature, deal X to any target where X is creature's power. Oh, I just play a Minskin Boo after I Oliphant for my red source. Minskin Boo the Cub at their face. We take those. Kind of ridiculous how many options I have had. Like how poorly I'm allowed to play and still win in most of these games. 22-22.
I've got
What a dumb day of Cube. Some of the worst I have played this season, and we go 3-0, 6-0 with a pile of cards, an absolute pile of utter nonsense. Carries us to victory. Wow. That was insane. I mean, a huge boon to this deck is getting really lucky during the draft in terms of getting a Mox and a Mana Crypt. And then like a Grim Monolith works really well with those. The One Ring works really well with those. So just these 4 cards alone are going to juice up any pile of garbage that you throw them in. Is good, like anything you throw these in is going to be able to win some games because you're going to draw ridiculous hands with those. So that's like a huge help to this deck. But I mean, the fact that the goofy little upheaval nonsense I was trying to do worked as well as it did makes me so happy. I love this card, and I'm so used to running in the artifact decks and doing it with the Mana Rocks as the route to go there, which we still did a little bit with these, you know, the Mox and Crypt style stuff, but really I think this is the first time I've really pulled off the fast bond upheaval thing, and it panned out so well today. We had multiple wins where we fast bond upheaval, then just replayed all of our lands right after an upheaval. We even had the very cool combo where with the One Ring, if you have protection, it stops the fast bond damage, which I had no idea. So we learned that in our very first game. This was just a really cool draft to end things on all around. I wish I had played a little bit better, but it was a fun learning moment, and we got a full undefeated run anyway, so can't complain too much. This was a really fun, really goofy deck, and it's kind of wild that we just got the full undefeated run with it for maximum prize out. Some great gems for the road before we head off the channel, but that is going to end today's video, and that is going to end all of the videos on this channel for a while. As always, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel, and special thanks to all of my patrons and YouTube members for supporting the channel financially. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your patience and sticking around with me as I take a little bit of a break here before we come back mid-July. But that'll do it. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. And I'll see you again next month for some more Magic Arena.